Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Savannah, and in today's video I'm going to be testing and trying out the new Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. I just got this past weekend and I wanted to test this out because there's been a whole lot of controversy over this palette, and though I've literally watched Jaclyn for years and years, like literally since she was in her apartment and she still worked at MAC, like I've watched her forever. I've seen all of the launches, all the problems with the launches, all of the lipstick drama. I've seen everything, and I have bought almost all of her collections and products. The only thing that I have not purchased that she came out with, I think it was very first Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, which came out in like 2014 or something like that. And the lipstick, no, I purchased the lipstick, but I did not purchase the highlighter set from her own brand. So everything else though I have purchased, obviously with my own money and whatnot. So I'm going to be testing this out today and I'm really excited. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions and controversies, and they're like, if this doesn't work then it's going to be like, it's gonna be bad. So I have heard a lot of good things though about this palette. The color layout is just really pretty. I don't think it's as wearable as the first one, but this one is a lot more colorful. Obviously it is still really pretty, but I am really excited to come up with a look for this. I am going to be going out to dinner with some girlfriends tonight, so we're going to be doing a little bit of a fun look. So I'm really excited. But if you guys are interested in watching, just please keep on watching, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. I just went ahead and zoomed you guys in, and I did just prime my eyes using the Anastasia eye primer, and I just used that off camera to prime my eyelids. And for the first, I think, couple colors, I think I'm gonna mix, is it Dance Party, which is the one right here, and then I think I'm also gonna mix in Tipsy Girl, which is this one right here. I'm gonna mix equal parts of that on my brush and tap that off. They are a little bit powdery in the pan, but that doesn't honestly really bother me. So I'm just gonna start by patting this color. Oh my gosh, that is really good pigment. So I'm just gonna mix these two and start packing this on the very outer corner out here, and then slowly but surely start to kind of blend this and just kind of drag it. So I have, holy crap, that looks so bright on camera. It's not, no, it's pretty bright. This is such a pretty color though. But I like to do like circular motions, if that makes any sense. So I like to start on the outer corner and make sure that I have the darkest part on the very most outer corner, and then slowly but surely start to kind of work that in to the inner corner, just like that. And see, that's pulling the color inwards, so that way it's gonna fan out nicely. That is such a pretty color combo. That is so pretty. I'm trying to decide what color I want to do next because I just really committed there, obviously, with that really bright pink color. So I think I'm gonna use some of Love Handles down here, which is this like bottom peachy shade right there, and I'm gonna tap into that, and hopefully that will kind of act as more of a like a neutral transition. And I'm going to start on that outer corner of the darkest part right there and just start buffing the most outer corner. I think just to deepen out this outer corner, I'm going to mix these two colors, which is Oh Hello and Crazy. I'm just going to mix them a tiny bit just because I don't want a super dark outer corner. I just want to kind of darken this up a tiny bit. So I'm like kind of applying this like right to my lower lash line, like as close as I can get to it. And I'm kind of using it to smudge. All of these are blending. Oh my gosh, I have this like underneath my eyes. I look literally insane. But these are blending super nicely. I hope that you can like see like the difference. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that did add a good bit of darkness to the lash line. I know I have all this pink underneath. Don't worry. This is why I did my eyes first, because I knew I would get messy with this. But that did add a nice amount of depth. Right now I'm applying a little bit of the shade Rider Diamonds, which is right here. and I'm applying this with my finger just because I personally prefer applying shimmers with a finger. I feel like you get a much better payoff than you do with a brush. That's just my personal preference, so you don't have to do that. And I am just applying this to the inner third of my eye and patting it on, and then also just kind of like slightly swiping it a little bit just to kind of blend it out a little bit as well. And then there is an iridescent shade called I'm In It, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna like see what that looks like on top. Oh my god, that added like a purple reflect. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my god, that just changed the entire look literally, because it looks like purple, but it's so pretty. Oh my god, that changed the entire look, but in such a good way. Like, that looks so pretty because it all looks like it coincides together. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that very good or not, but yeah, that is what I have so far. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and also apply a little bit of this matte black to lash line just to kind of deepen everything up a tiny bit. Me personally, I just like to do that with any eye look that I do, because sometimes if I don't do this and I go and apply lashes and everything, it kind of like makes my lashes not look as thick and whatnot compared to whenever I do this step. So it's just like a little like powder liner, and I like to do it on like mainly the outer half of my eye. I don't like to bring it on like to my inner corner just because I don't think that's really necessary for my eyes, but this shape tends to work pretty good for me. So yeah, I am going to do the rest of my face off camera because that is not part of this tutorial. I think I'm going to come back for my lower lash line to show you guys like the full effect, and I will be back. Done almost all of my entire makeup. I still just have to do the lower lash line, which is why I'm here right now. So I think for the lower lash line, because I don't want to do anything too dark or too crazy, but I think I'm gonna, as I'm literally gonna like go into the brightest purple in the palette, but I think I'm gonna do a mixture of the shimmery color right here, which is called A Moment, and then also Therapy Sesh right here. So I'm gonna dip into those two, and I'm just going to like tap off a lot of this because I really don't want a ton of this on, and I am just gonna start applying this and blending it out. Like you can see, I picked up the tiniest bit, and I like just have the tiniest bit on my lower lash line, and I feel like the shimmer does help too, because I don't personally have a problem with taking shimmer on my lower lash line. I feel like honestly sometimes it's really pretty because it kind of adds to the effect of like the overall look, in my opinion. And then I think just to make sure everything is nice and blended, I'm going to take a tiny bit of Perfectionist, which is it's right here, yeah, that one. And I'm going to dip into that a tiny bit and run that underneath where we just put that other color, so everything is nice and buffed out. I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes and the rest of my makeup off camera, and I will be back. I've just finished the rest of my makeup, and I have to say I absolutely love how it turned out. I feel like the eyes look so good. If you want to know what lashes I use the Kiss number 11 lashes. They are from the drugstore, and they are my new favorites, and they are so pretty. So overall, if I had to give my final thoughts, this is probably the best Morphe palette I think that I have ever used to this date. Their formula, the pigment, I'm not kidding you, these are some of the most pigmented Morphe shadows that I think I have ever used. They blended out super easily, and they had like pigment like blendability and whatnot. Like they did not blend like a pigment would, because you normally think that those are kind of harder to blend, but these blended out super smoothly. The color selection in here is really beautiful. I think that you can make a ton of different other colors and like other looks with this. I obviously just did one today, but I really love how this turned out, and I think she absolutely killed it. as far as I've heard, I have not heard of any of the any complaints as far as like production or any problems with this launch other than it being leaked, but most makeup launches are honestly kind of leaked, but either way, I really love this palette and I give this an outstanding review, and I'm super proud of her for coming out with such an awesome palette, and I want to say congrats to her on that. So no, I'm not sponsored by Morphe or anything like that. I do not have a code. I'm not getting paid to talk about this. I just genuinely want to review this for you guys, and I hope that you guys did enjoy this video and enjoy the final look. If you guys do, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.